China just made its boldest move yet. Seizing a disputed reef and flexing its warships sa harap mismo ng Pilipinas. Ang Shandong aircraft carrier ng China, kasama ang warships at fighter jets, halos sumayad na sa Batanes. Habang abala tayo sa joint drills with the US, China lumulusob sa pamamagitan ng photo ops at military intimidation. But here's the shocking part na hindi inaasahan ng China. Sa likod ng lahat ng ito, tahimik pero solid ang kontramaniobra ng Pilipinas. A secret strategy is unfolding, isang three-pronged approach. Una, military ties with Taiwan.
More senior government officials from the Philippines will be allowed to visit Taiwan, according to a new memo from Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.
Pangalawa, bagong defense deal with New Zealand.
The Visiting Forces Agreement, or VFA, between the Philippines and New Zealand is expected to be ratified very soon.
At pangatlo, defense bonds worth trillions para sa ating military modernization. Ito ang game changer na magpapakaba sa Beijing. Parang chess match, pero sa larong to, buhay at karagatan ang nakataya. Mamaya, pag-uusapan natin kung paano naging posible ang isang bagay na akala mo'y imposible. Ang military alliance with Taiwan, isang bansang hindi natin officially recognized. At bakit pumayag ang New Zealand, kilala bilang tahimik at neutral na bansa, na pumasok sa military deal with US ngayong araw lang? Pero, wait, hindi pa dito nagtatapos ang kwento. May plano na tayo para sa 2 trilyong piso defense fund na gagamitin para bilhin ang sariling mga missile at submarines. Pero bago yan, malalaman nyo kung bakit ang Taiwan card ng Pilipinas ay pwedeng magbago ng buong game sa West Philippine Sea. Tanong: sa tingin niyo, tactical genius o desperate gamble itong mga bagong alliance? Comment nyo lang sa baba kung sa tingin niyo, tama bang tumaya tayo sa Taiwan at New Zealand against China? Comment down below and stay with me kasi the real bombshell drops will reveal kung bakit tayo ang bagong superpower sa Asia Pacific. Mainit na ang panahon pero mas mainit ang kilos ng Beijing. Biglang pumutok ang balita. China's Coast Guard allegedly seized Sandy Cay, isang disputed reef malapit sa Pag-asa Island. May litrato pa sila, 4 na Chinese officers nakatayo sa reef, hawak ang bandila. Pero habang pinapakalat ng Chinese media ang photo op, ang PH Navy at Coast Guard may sariling galaw, naglanding din sa reef at nag-flag racing din. And that's not all. Ito ang biggest surprise. Kinumpirma ni Rear Admiral Roy Vincent Trinidad ng National Task Force on the West Philippine Sea na may ongoing talks na for deeper military ties with Taiwan. Yes, Taiwan. We now have the regularization of the cross-strait transit of warships, sabi niya. And not just passing through. That would also be just one step away from doing joint activities. This could evolve into military-to-military cooperation. Isipin niyo yon, military cooperation with Taiwan kahit wala tayong formal diplomatic ties. Sa parehong linggo, Shandong carrier ng China dumaan twice sa Luzon Strait. May kasama pa itong 6 warships, 2 support ships, and 130 flight drills na ginawa habang may balikatan exercises ang PH at US. Hindi tumigil doon ang China. Ang Shandong carrier ay bumalik ulit through Luzon Strait after a few days. Isang rare maneuver na 2 beses sa loob lang ng 1 linggo. According to analysts, ito'y certainly a message sa atin that whatever the Filipinos and Americans are doing, the Chinese Navy will still force its way through in a conflict. Ayon sa mga analyst, ito ay malinaw na show of force para takutin ang Pilipinas. Pero habang nakafocus ang China sa intimidation, ang Pilipinas quietly signs a visiting forces agreement with New Zealand. This gives us the power to train on their soil, and vice versa. This is the fourth military agreement natin after US, Australia, at Japan. Sunod na ang Canada at France. Ika nga ni Defense Secretary Teodoro, mas maraming partner, mas matatag na depensa. At tandaan, New Zealand is part of the US-aligned group na kasama ang Japan, Australia, at Canada. Slowly but surely, PH is building a regional defense wall. Pero, sa nakalipas na mga buwan, ginamitan na tayo ng China ng water cannons, laser devices, at intentional ramming ng ating mga barko. Halos every week, may confrontation sa West Philippine Sea at hindi sila titigil anytime soon. Kaya naman, ang DND ay sobrang nagsusumikap na bumili ng mga makabagong armas tulad ng jets, submarines at missiles kahit sa kabila ng pagtapyas ng mga mambabata sa modernization budget. Pero teka, ang tanong ng marami, kaya ba natin to financially? Ang limited budget ng gobyerno ay laging naging hadlang sa modernization ng AFP. Kahit may promise na $500 milyong annual funding mula sa US, kulang pa rin ito para sa missile systems, fighter jets, at submarines na kailangan natin. Kasi kahit may alliances tayo, kulang pa rin tayo sa sariling kagamitan. Kaya ito ang game changer. Defense Secretary Teodoro proposes defense bonds. Target, up to 2 trillion pesos over 10 years para sa military upgrades. Kasama sa planong bilhin, Typhoon, missile systems, warships, radars, submarines, at fighter jets. Philippine banks, led by BDO, ay very willing to issue defense bonds para sa military modernization. Si Eduardo Francisco, head ng investment banking unit ng BDO, said that they can raise 200 to 300 bilyong piso every year. That's potentially 2 trillion pesos in 10 years. Kaya itong defense bonds ay revolutionary solution. Sabi ng Bankers Association of the Philippines, basta guaranteed ng gobyerno, bibili ang mga tao. This is doable. Si Defense Secretary Teodoro ay nag-discuss na with Bankers Group at hinihintay na lang ang approval ni President Marcos at Finance Secretary Recto. In short, hindi lang allies, sarili na rin nating pondo ang lalaban para sa atin. Pero, sa lahat ng napag-usapan natin, bakit ko nasabi na ang Taiwan ang ace card ng Pilipinas? So what's the big deal? Una, ito ang pinaka-sensitive na red line ng China. Under the One China policy, any formal military cooperation with Taiwan is seen by Beijing as provocation. Parang paglapit mo sa buntis na leon. At kung tutuusin, wala tayong official diplomatic ties sa Taiwan. Pero ngayon, military-to-military coordination na ang pinag-uusapan. Pangalawa, ito ay strategic chess move sa tinatawag na First Island Chain. The Taiwan Strait is critical sea space na gustong ma-breakthrough ng China para lumabas sa Pacific Ocean. Kapag nakipag-coordinate tayo sa Taiwan, the PH-Taiwan alliance becomes a literal gatekeeper to China's navy expansion. Pangatlo, protection of trade lanes. More than 60% of global trade ay dumadaan sa Taiwan Strait. Kung magkaroon ng gulo sa Taiwan, a PH-Taiwan naval link ensures maritime domain awareness, or in simpler terms, alam natin kung may paparating na banta o hindi. At pang-apat, humanitarian advantage. If Taiwan is attacked and civilians try to flee, the Philippines becomes the nearest refuge. Military coordination allows us to prepare for refugee flow, emergency response, and joint disaster assistance. In short, habang ang China ay nagpapakita ng lakas, ang Pilipinas ay humahanap ng leverage, at Taiwan ang susi para maging credible threat tayo pabalik. This is why Taiwan is the wild card. And PH playing that card signals to China, we are done playing safe. Habang akala ng China na takot tayo, we're building a counterforce na mas tahimik pero mas strategic. Tila sunod-sunod ang moves ng Pilipinas, pero bawat hakbang ay bahagi ng long-term na chess match. We are now looking long-term, sabi ni Admiral Trinidad. We're no longer looking at next month or next year. We're looking at what will happen in the next 10 to 20 years. This strategic foresight, combined with our new alliances and funding mechanisms, will finally give us a fighting chance to protect what is ours. At sa larong ito, hindi pwedeng puro depensa lang. Kailangan may sariling opensiba rin tayo. Sabi pa ni Admiral Trinidad, we are not looking for a fight, but we are not backing down either. What is ours is ours. At sa panahon na ang ibang bansa ay tumitipi, Pilipinas is slowly but smartly drawing the line. Hindi ito simpleng David versus Goliath. Ito ay kwento ng isang bansa na pagod ng inaapi at handa ng lumaban, hindi sa ingay, kundi sa aksyon. Ito na ang New Philippines. Isang bansang may dignidad at may tapang na lumaban para sa sariling teritoryo. Anong tingin nyo? Tama ba ang direksyon natin ngayon? O masyado tayong nilalapit sa panganib? Should we go all in with Taiwan or play it safe? Comment below. At kung gusto nyong malaman kung paano magiging missile superpower ang Pilipinas, subscribe now dahil yan ang next episode.